Hi, this is Jeff Keamy, and today we're going to look at how to use the online cost estimator. Now, what's beautiful is when you're a Wi-Fi franchisee, you have just a myriad of tools at your disposal. And one of those tools is the online cost estimator. And this is going to give you a ballpark figure for what to charge a client when you're giving them a proposal. And now, is this going to be the definitive answer to what you charge a particular property? Absolutely not. This is based upon what I've charged, and it is very approximate. It is an estimate, and it's meant to help you understand where you should be. What's the ballpark? Are you going to charge a little less than this? Are you going to charge more? Are there things that this estimator cannot consider? For instance, maybe it's a 12 building property, and we don't really see that here. In the cost estimator, kind of assumes straight line of units, whether it's an apartment or hospitality setting. So you got to take some of these things into consideration when you're pricing your units. But this should give you a very good ballpark. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create one, and we're going to address the property as ABC Apartments. And we're going to go to 123 Bake Street. Put that in Tucson. And we're going to say it is a student property. What that does is it brings up just a little bit more. Are students rented? Are they rented by units or rooms? There's a lot of student properties where they're actually rented by the bedrooms. So now we can say, hey, there's 250 bedrooms at this property. Is the apartment property pre-wired for Wi-Fi? In a lot of these settings where it's student property rented by the bedrooms, they were built out to be pre-wired, but you have the option of choosing not. So yes, we're going to put it was pre-wired. And what are our bandwidth costs, if any, for this property? So let's just say our bandwidth costs are $850. So now we've got an estimate of what we might be charging this 250 bedroom property for both internet and our services. With most of your contracts, though, you won't be providing bandwidth costs. So you can zero that out, and you can make that the responsibility of the apartment property, which has a lot of benefits. And one benefit is that you don't have to worry about when they ask if there is a slow speed or complaints of slow speeds. You can simply state that, hey, we have the statistics to show that you're peaking your bandwidth out and that you should upgrade your bandwidth, and that way you don't have to negotiate those costs of bandwidth increases with the property. That could be done by the local internet service provider, and you can help represent them if you'd like. So we'll do another one. We'll just say, and then we could submit this, and it will actually email it to the designated address that was registered with the franchise. So you actually have documentation of creating the estimate. We'll do another one that's not a student property, and we'll put that it's units. And actually, we need to refresh this, refresh the calculator. And we don't really have to put a property name or address here right now. We're just doing this for an example. So no, it's not a student property. It's rented by the units. We're going to put that there are 45 units at this property, and it's not pre-wired. So here's a cost estimate for that particular type of property. So we're looking at around $400. And that does not include bandwidth. That's just our services for installation and for monitoring and maintaining the service. And if we go to the other side over here on the hospitality estimator, you can see it's pretty much the same thing. How many rooms? It's pre-wired. And does it require 24/7 support? Yes. What are the bandwidth costs, if any? And there you have it. There's an estimate for a 60-unit property with a 24/7 support line, if that's something that you want to provide to them. So that's how you use the cost estimator. And it's very important to realize that this is an estimate for costs. It is not your definitive answer. You can certainly lower your costs or raise the cost depending on the cost of what it's going to take for you to actually manage and maintain that service. Thanks.